Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the sermon. Today being the 12th day of November 2023. Today I'll be taking a very wonderful and interesting topic. I consider it interesting and and far-reaching topic because it resonates with my story and it resonates with my struggle and it resonates with my life. Even as I struggle through life, as I struggle through different circumstances, from one circumstances to the other. I've been through a lot of difficult situations. I found myself in a lot more trouble in life than I have found peace. But in all of this, I I have come to learn a lot, and I just want to share that with you. And I believe you'll find this very interesting. And what am I talking about today? Before I go proceed, my name is Tim Miyaki, and today we'll be talking about worrying or praying. You know, Worrying or praying. That's the topic for discussion today. And life is full of ups and downs, and the volume of the ups and downs in your life might be different from that of my life. What you might consider trouble might not even be trouble to me, and what I may consider as troubling might just be some kind of leisurely peace and good time for you. Now, as strange as that is, I just want us to realize that life, whatever definition of trouble it is, throws comes with a lot of troubles, adversities, issues, circumstances, hard choices, hard circumstances, difficult times, and all of this will always be part of life. Now, if life is truly filled with a lot of troubles, now what do you do? All right, when life is replete with troubles, when you are faced with trouble in life, because either way, no matter how it is, whether you have faith or you don't have faith, whether you're a person of faith or not, you're going to encounter trouble. And when life uh, puts you in a corner where you're faced with adversities and you're faced with trouble, you have two choices, rather two options. Now, the first option is either you worry, or the second option is to pray. Now, I don't know what options you will have or you would rather take. It all depends on your circumstances, and it all depends on your mindset, and it depends on your faith, and it depends on all depends on what you believe in. Your belief system, and of course, even your value system to an extent actually affects what your choices are. But either of these choices, all right, like I said, there are two choices. Either of these choices, either worrying or praying, have results. Trust me, they do have results. You're always going to have or see results if you choose either of the two. Now, I'll be taking, let me just give you a recap of the possibilities or the results you might possibly have for both of these options. The first option is if you worry, all right, you'll see results. Trust me, there'll be results if you worry when life throws trouble at you, when there's trouble in life. Now, when you worry in the face of trouble, worrying helps to put your troubles on a double. I take that again. When you are faced with trouble in life, worrying will place your troubles on a double. It will put your troubles on a double. And that's results, right? Isn't it? Now, if truly that is the result, I don't know how you like about that. And I don't know how good that sounds. But for the best of my abilities and knowledge and understanding, is that that is not a good thing. That is not the best place to be. It means that if your troubles are making your night sleepless, if you worry, it's going to make it worse, times two, if not more than. Now, if your troubles are making you to lose control, to be hyperactive and to be overreacting, now it means if you worry, it's not going to make it any better. It's going to make it worse, and that is the result, isn't it? Now, that is the result of worrying. But on the flip side of it, if your life is faced with trouble, all right, um, praying puts troubles on trouble, or rather in trouble. All right. Now, when you pray, when you choose the second option, which is prayers, all your troubles are actually going to be in trouble. And when your troubles, adversities in life are in trouble, it means they are living. It means they are going to leave you. It means they are going to go. All right. So it all depends on what choices you make, and you cannot. There are no middle grounds in this case. You cannot choose to worry and then pray at the same time. Both options don't, they can only, replace each other, but they cannot work together or concurrently. All right, they cannot work together in the same place at the same time. Now, you cannot worry and pray at the same time. It doesn't work that way. And you cannot pray and worry at the same time. Okay, it's either you place one and replace the other, or you take prayers and replace with worry, or you take worry out and replace it with prayer. It's all about taking one choice at a time. Now, you cannot worry for 10% and pray for 90%, or you pray for 90% and worry for 10%. Now, look, it can't work. Now, if you worry for just 1% and pray for 99%, trust me, your prayers is not going to work. If you worry for just 1% and pray for 99%, trust me, your prayers is not going to be effective. Now, if you worry, even if it's for 99% and pray for 1%, of course, obviously, it's not going to work. If 99% of your prayers and 1% prayer is going to render the whole of your prayers ineffective, how much more of 99% of worrying and 1% prayer? So, what I'm trying to tell you today on this episode of the sermon is that you just have to choose one at a time. And you cannot choose one here today and then later on you flip and go to the other. You will have no results. And the results you eventually have is likely going to be the results of worrying. Now, I give you this math. 99% of prayer and 1% worry is equals to worry and means trouble on a double. 50% worry, 50% prayer is equals to 100% worry. I don't know if I'm making some sense here. Let me take that again. Let's do the math. Now, 50% worry plus 50% prayer equals to 100% worry, and it means trouble on a double. 99.9% prayer plus 1% worry is equals to 100% worry, and it means trouble on a double. So what am I asking you to do? What I'm asking you to do is that when you pray 100% and worry not. So it is either you choose to pray or you choose to worry. You cannot switch sides, and you cannot stay in the middle. There is no middle ground so that you can worry in the morning, then you pray at night. You're always going to get the final results of worrying. So you cannot mix prayer and worry, or mix worry with prayer. So now, but here is the thing. There is a good thing about this. If you pray 100% and worry not, it means all your troubles are going to go away, even if they don't go away immediately, but eventually they will. And there is peace that comes to you. There is peace of mind that you have. Now, you do not have this peace because the problems are gone, but you have this peace because you are now certain that you are going to be better. All right. Now, when you pray and do not worry, you are telling God that God is capable of taking care of your troubles. That's what you're saying. But when you worry instead, you are telling God, God is not capable of taking care of your troubles. Interesting, right? Now, if you pray for 99% and just worry for just 1%, you're still telling God that, well, I have prayed, but I doubt your capability to take care of my troubles with this little bit of it, of 1% worry. And that is it. So worry is doubt. And there is no way you can get positive results when there is doubt. And when there is doubt, which is all built by worry, is all founded on worry, then you cannot have positive results. But for you to have positive results, you have to remove all your worry. So that when you pray about something and you knock off worry, you just walk away, having this faith and this assurance that what you have prayed for is going to come to you. So those who pray do not worry, and those who worry do not pray. Does that hit? Now, you cannot pray and worry at the same time, and you cannot worry and pray at the same time. These things don't work together. They don't come together. You cannot put them in one place and expect results. And if you do, even if you do expect results, you're always going to get the negative results, which is ultimately the results that you get when you worry. And it is beautiful to say these things. It sounds easy to say these things, that you can just pray about the problem and just walk away and wait and not worry. Trust me, it is a hard thing to do. I am not there yet. I have not even achieved that realm, that level of understanding and exposure. But I'm building my feet and I'm working towards that. And how do I do that? I would love to share this with you. I have this way of reminding myself of positive affirmation that look, I'm a child of God, and I have a God that is faithful, and I have a God that is that's powerful, and I have a God of possibility, and I have a God that sorts things out, and I have a God that solves all problems, and I have a God that is with me in the problems. That is with me in the problems, not that comes through for me in the problems. No, my God doesn't come through when I'm in trouble. No, my God is in the trouble with me. He's in the storm with me. All I need to do is to acknowledge that He's there with me in the troubles. And that way I can pray, knowing that He's there. So it's not like I'm inviting God to come and see the trouble I found myself. No, He's there. It's just to acknowledge that, Lord, you're here, you've seen this trouble, and you know this trouble. Help me out of it. And when I do, I worry less. So life throws troubles at you. And even when you pray, it has a way of reminding you, look, this trouble is still here. It has not been resolved. It has not been solved. Nonetheless, you prayed. All right? Yes, you prayed a wonderful prayer, have a faith, but look, this trouble is here. Come on. And the troubles will keep waving. Hello, we are here. We are not gone. Now, those are things that are going to challenge your faith. Those are things that are going to make you to want to worry. But as soon as you see your troubles waving their hands like, hey, we're here, recognize us, don't forget we're still existing, knock them off with more prayers. Because you need to pray without ceasing. You don't just pray off a problem once and then you go back. No, you keep praying. You keep praying and you keep praying without ceasing about this trouble until it goes. Now, even if it doesn't go for the rest of your lifetime, keep praying to keep it at bay. Prayer helps, and prayer keeps the worry away. Once you worry, you are inviting more troubles. When you pray, you're taking off all troubles. So the choice is yours today, whether to worry or to pray. When you pray, your troubles are in trouble. But when you worry, your troubles are on a double. The choice is yours. But I just want to invite you to this beautiful part of life where you pray. The more you pray, the more troubles. The more you pray, the more worries. The more you pray, the more you don't get answers, the more you pray. The more you don't get responses, the more you pray. The more things are not working out, the more you pray. The more you get deeper into trouble, the more you pray. Never give room for worry. Worry solves no problem. Worry only multiplies your troubles. Worry only multiplies your problems. Worry has no thing to add to you. It only takes from you. It takes your joy, your peace, and of course drains and dissipates your faith. So you need to build your faith, and you need to understand that God gives us peace because we have faith in Him, and we can only build this faith and have this peace when we continually pray. Prayers is the key. Never stop praying and never relent. Pray without ceasing. Pray at all times. Pray always. Pray in all circumstances. And don't forget to be grateful. Always give thanks while you pray. And not because the problems are there and you love them, but because you know that the problems are going to be better. Life is going to be better because you have faith. Prayer builds your faith. I love you. And I really, really would love you to not worry. Let go of worry and pray, and you'll see results. I love you.